now is history. You know what I'm saying? But Warren, I went out with him after Death Row. Then I stayed with Warren for 3 years, and we traveled overseas. We did two 90-day tours overseas and one 60-day tour overseas. Those guys are huge overseas, man.
What, Warren G? Yeah.
Warren is bigger than Snoop overseas, and that's only because we worked it. You know, when you go over there a lot and work it, you know, Snoop was coming in, you know, superstar status, and, you know, you get the people, and they just happy to see you.
Right.
But Warren, you
Built
know,
up an audience.
Yeah, they accepted
What's
him.
the song he sings on? He sings on a couple for Tupac, but I can't think of it. It's, I don't know, it's somewhere deep in there, maybe even the book, you know, book 1 and 2 or whatever, you know. Or,
Of Tupac, though?
Yeah.
Okay, because, you know, Warren G, the Regulate did it for Warren G. That song, Regulate, that's really Michael McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to Regulate.
If your music's played over,
Yeah.
royalties are paid off of that some way.
Yeah, the radio, that's how you really get paid. And you got companies like ASCAP and BMI, those companies listen, and you report to them what was played at the end of the day. The radio has to turn in a log sheet to these people, and then that's how they find out, oh, they played, song right here.
Multiplied by
however many times it's played.
stations,
Yeah, right.
It's a penny per play.
Right, that's what I used to like better, because you'd have all these radio stations playing your stuff. You know, you're going into the city, you know, the radio's playing your stuff all day long, and, you know, you're excited about that. You know, like I said, now they're taking away a lot of it. No reason to really be excited unless you a guy like me who was blessed to be able to do a lot of stuff. I feel sorry for a lot of the musicians and stuff now, man. They ain't getting a chance.
Warren G had a good relationship with the East Coast guys. He was able to play.
Yeah, he was cool with it.
Right?
Yeah, he was
unique to like everybody else.
a real nice guy.
Yeah,
a real lovable guy. And then they knew he was Dre's brother, so everybody, was cool with him on that.
But what's his face? Biggie's guy.
Puffy.
Yeah. What's his story?
He was cool, but I mean, he wasn't like, every song he did was a remake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He would actually use
Don Ross, like I'm thinking of the Biggie
using all his songs. Right. If you really look, they're all remakes. Whereas at least with Dre and then we were getting a chance to make original music. That's what I'm saying the difference is.
Right.
It would have killed me to been with Puffy and just,
like the 100 tracks are the whole song.
Yeah.
Right, like that Diana Ross,
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, so,
I'm trying to think, there's a thing, and I'm trying to find what song it was of Warren G's with Tupac, but I like, when he's featured on this, he's doing a rap, but it's not the front rap. He's not telling the story. Right. He's doing like a back layer and putting a feeling onto it. What is that? Am I right? He's like an R&B or R&B sound. Or would you consider him like a rapper?
He's a rapper, but the thing is, he's one of those real calming type voice rappers. He's never really being, braggadocious or stuff like that. Right. So he can blend in pretty good. But he probably produced that one song you're talking about with Tupac, because that's when he would include himself on the Tupac song.
What about Anthony Hamilton?
Anthony Hamilton's a great singer. I really like the way he's singing. And he didn't come through Death Row. A lot of different people came through Death Row, though, like the young girl from the dancer. Can't remember her name. It was the 3 girls. They had Waterfalls. That record, Waterfall. Left Eye.
TLC.
Yeah, TLC. Left Eye came to Death Row on some stuff. And I remember when Mary J. Blige came in to do some stuff with Dre. So anytime you needed a hit record, they would send you to Dr. Dre. And then Dre getting the killer, and then it would be a hit song.
How about, do you remember the album Dead Presidents? Remember that movie?
I remember that one. Yeah, it had a lot of different samples because it had a dramatic song on it, as a matter of fact. Get up, get down. They had that's a dramatic song.
It's such a great soundtrack.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they used some records on that soundtrack. That was cool.
The Anthony Hamilton one.
Yeah, that movie was pretty good too, though.
It was.
Yeah,
post-Vietnam thing, and Do You Feel Me is his song, right?
Yeah.
But
it's some good stuff on it. I will say that this era has brought about some great music. The dumbed down era, I think that's just going to be known as the dumbed down era. But good music has to come back unless it's over. I don't know. I was looking at the war when I was leaving to come up here, And it almost makes you not even want to go out. You know, I was like, oh,
know.
man, forget it. And I was like, wait, get up, go. You said you're going. You know.
Kanye, love him or hate him, is he talented? Is everybody?
He's very talented, very talented. I think he's crazy. You know, I think he's a little bipolar, but he's very talented.
A lot of artists might be. Right?
He's a hit maker. I mean, he was putting hits on Jay-Z and those guys. You just didn't know who was doing the music. For a long time, he took it quietly.
What's his secret, though? I mean, why did you just see something different?
He's just you know, it's just like Dre. What's his secret? We don't really know. It's just something about when they cook a track up, you feel it.
Yeah.
You know, and Kanye is more of a performer about his beats, so he might make you like it just because he went to dancing all over the room crazy, you know.
Does he make his own beats? Or does
He makes his own stuff.
Playing instruments?
Yeah.
Bass?
I mean, he makes his bass. He'd get a bass off the keyboard or whatever, you know.
Right.
Yeah, he makes his own. That guy's talented, man. You can't, beat it. And I mean, shit, he's a billionaire too now. Rihanna, who I used to love, I don't love her now that she's pregnant. She pissed me off.
Why?
She's a billionaire too now. I mean, so that hip hop and those, they're getting that money, man.
Well, I was going to ask you about the collaborating. Like, there's a period of time, and where the rap and there's like unions like rap and rock, like Jay-Z did all that stuff with like the Encore with it. What's that band that come on?
Yeah, he did that, but then you got Run DMC did the thing
Aerosmith.
Yeah.
The Beastie Boys would be an example of that because they had like the combination of the rap and the rock.
And the rock,
but I'm saying it's a formula that works. I mean, I think
Anthrax and NWA.
Yeah, NWA. Yeah, they did something.
But what's the one?
Powers.
Right.
Yeah.
That a good metal rap.
Yeah.
But there are bands now that that's their thing. They rap and they
do it. Yeah,
they
you got
rock,
bands like that. Yeah,
right. As opposed to the union of stuff. But
the only reason why I did it with road work like that is because I wanted to do all the songs that I did with Dre, and I needed a rapper, And then I needed a rapper who wasn't stuck on himself.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of rappers, you say, hey, can you do this song just like Snoop? Oh, man, fuck Snoop got his. I'm trying to get mine, man. Rappers can say some of the craziest stuff sometimes. You be looking at it like, boy, you dumb, really? But Colorblind was like, yeah, T, I'll do it. I say, just rap just like that, and you'll see. And the difference is that all the people can rap along with you, like, because they know the words.
Right.
You get a lot of rappers change their words up and stuff, and then people trying to go along with the song, now they lost. And so Colorblind was great with it, man, and he just promised me he would always do it, and he did it like that, and it was the bomb, man. He's
is that the guy that's singing with you?
Yeah, that's in the band now. Yeah, he's good.
He's smooth.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
he's smooth with it.
Yeah.
And now I can do the G-Funk review. I get to do songs without being a cover band because it's songs that I'm actually playing, basically.
The female singer is great too.
Lulu.
Songs
I've been knowing her a while. She played in it's like 100 different road works has been going on through the years, and she's like road work. 2005 or something. Okay. She was in, and then I brought her back. But she's beautiful and she can sing and she's smart. She's an actress. She's doing all kind of stuff now.
You got a hell of a drummer.
Yeah, Tom has been with me a long time too, man. He was a rock and roll drummer. I ruined him.
We love Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy was banging away at first in the band. I'd be like, you got to calm it down a little bit, man. This is G-Funk, bro. G-Funk, man. Because Tommy would be like, and I'm like, can I, hold the pocket down, Tommy?
Give me some space.
Right. Now Tommy got it now, man. I hate when he can't do the show.
Yeah.
He getting busy. You guys been keeping him busy.
We like to keep him busy.
I asked him, I said, man, we got to do we're going to do the hash bash again. Tommy, you going to do it this time with us? And he was like, and I hate hearing that because you my drummer, man. And I got to go to Brand X. My stand-in drummer is good, though. But I just would rather have Tommy,
Well, you're and I can't, what's it called, Tommy, the YouTube that you guys play on? You call it the
my Hyped Up Live session.
We collaborated with that on the hash bash. I think last year, or the year before, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
joint. I mean, it's crazy because we didn't know what was going on. Like,
you
guys had the place you were going to still be live, but they're shutting everything down, and then it was crazy. I remember we had really good intentions.
They had me tripping on that one too. The thing is, Hyped Up Live has became a big platform for a lot of these artists that wouldn't be playing.
It's a great idea.
Especially when the pandemic hit, because nobody was gigging.
Right.
And so here we were still doing our show, and we putting you in front of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 people.
Right.
So you're not performing in front of 8,000 people. Now here you are, and now the pandemic is gone. The one guy got a little deal off of the show. Like I said, if we keep breaking a few artists, then it's gonna work for us.
Let's describe it as a Hyped Up Live session, a YouTube channel. That's where it's live.
Yeah, Facebook. It's launched off Facebook, yeah. And then it drops on
you guys
YouTube.
have a band come in and you film them and you record. They record and you film and it gets up there onto the.
Yeah, it
and
gets
people
on,
can
yeah.
see it's like a
You giving
live
comments
recording.
as it goes, yeah. You giving comments as it goes, and the thing is we've mastered the sound. So on your phone it sounds great, on your laptop it sounds great,
Nice.
or whatever you
That's
put it on
Tommy?
it sounds great. That's Tommy. That's York. That's Justin.
Yeah.
We got a good team of guys, man. They just getting so busy with everybody else. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got to start shipping
That's what
them
Tommy,
in.
same thing. He was just working with me, and then he got busy. He's got a gig over here, a guy, a gig over here.
Yeah, you see how he's
Tommy,
doing
when you
it?
get some time, come back and talk to us.
All right.
Just kidding.
But I'm thankful. I've been knowing him long enough, so I'm like, shit, you got to get something else too. But he's man, we get a lot done, and it's really, when people come in for Hyped Up Live, they always say the same thing. Wow, the production was great. Everybody treated me beautiful here. I had a beautiful time. This is the comments from everybody that come in, because that's the way we treat them too. And you get your sound check, and we get you going. Come in an hour or 2 hours earlier, and walk around, enjoy yourself.
It's great because it gives you exposure. They got a recording they can use and take. It's like a
They're beautiful. It would cost you $5,000 or $6,000 to get a video of that caliber.
Sure.
5 cameras. Give me a break. It'll cost you an arm and a leg.
So 1985, I was playing high school basketball at South Atlanta. We used to come out to Electric Kingdom. Do you remember these guys?
Oh yeah, I remember that song. Yeah,
It was that's we've come a long way since that, right?
right.
Or like I was gonna say, what is your favorite rap song, or what do you think the greatest rap song ever written is?
It might have at the time when I was coming up, I was liking LL Cool J's stuff that he had, and no one particular song.
Yeah.
That one album, I'm Bad. It had about 8 songs in a row that I liked. Where that's rare now that you find 8 songs in a row.
Right.
And I know my daughter won't even listen to a song but for 10 seconds. I'm like, wow, did you even hear it?
Right.
These kids don't, I don't know what it takes to get their ear for it, but they still not, even the ones just helping you get rich, they're not listening to the music but for a few seconds, man. It's just so many people listening, so it adds up. But I don't know what's happening with the music business, and I'm glad that I got a chance to enjoy, because it was a very enjoyable type of business, and now whereas it's a little different.
I mean, you were at the epicenter of a phenomena that was taking place. I don't know any other way to say it.
Yeah.
And you lived through it and reveled in it while it was happening.
Yeah,
and seemed to be coming out of it pretty okay, like no damage.
Yeah, my wife got beat up. I was married at the time, but we were really deep in separation, and she needed a job, and I finally brought her to death row to work with us. But she, as always, saw the opportunity on the other side of the fence. So the diamonds over there with Suge and then were just blinging a little louder than it was over here, and she jumped the fence. Well, I was like, well, good luck over there. I can't help you. So several months went by, and she living the life, doing more, even making a little more money than I'm making now, which I didn't care because I knew it wasn't going to last long. And before you know it, then she got beat up by those guys. And she's just famous with it. It's all on, Simone Green. She's famous with the beat down all on the internet and stuff, But it was...
Did she stay with them, or she...
No, she
left after that?
Yeah, she left after that. Matter of fact, I gave her money, and she had an artist, and I signed him up, gave her the advance, and told him to get the hell out of here, and I'm getting ready to get out. Because one of the guys, bodyguards, asked me, T, what you thinking about doing now that they beat your wife up? I said, I'm thinking about thanking them because they gave her the ass kicking I always wanted to give her. And now that you asked me this question, I guess it's time for me to go.
Right.
So I knew to get home quick to Detroit. I got all kind of people here, So home, man, this is Detroit is it, man, and I wish Barry Gordy would have left a little bit of a label behind, just where people can keep putting records out, because there's so much talent that's just running around here ready to rob you because they can't, put stuff.
It is. It's always been a great music town. It's
and it still is.
You think it's organized in the way that it highlights the talent? I mean, you can't say anything about that for the last 2 years, but there's little pockets where you can get access to really good music. Certain types, whether it be EDM music or or like I don't know, those the jazz bars,
like Baker's.
Baker's is still there.
They have Ralph Armstrong in there on the weekend, and Ralph's a dynamic. He used to be with the Mahavishnu Orchestra back in the day, so he's a hell of a bass player. I mean, super. I could never be that kind of bass player. I didn't even want to put that much practice into becoming that kind of. I just wanted to work quick, So I always did just enough to be able to get to that, the next spot. But it's just a little different, and but. Hyped Up Live has shown that there's some tremendous talent here. Yeah. And we have all age, all colors, and I'm picking more of the groups now because at first I was kind of letting everybody else do it. And then if you give me one guy that's horrible, they're not going to say, man, Tommy brought in the worst guy he could bring it. No, T-Money.
Right.
T-Money show wasn't shit last night. Did you see T-Money, man? That was horrible last night.
How often is there any scheduled to when the bands will be on, or is it?
Oh yeah, we the third Tuesday in every month.
Okay, new calendar.
New talent, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And I heard you mention you do some representing of some talent or some bands and artists, right? You do some management or
well, not necessarily management, but I lend a helping hand on stuff. I'm not trying to manage it because it's hard to tell what this thing is doing. I got a daughter who's fantastically talented, and she bosses me around. She's in California. Daddy, I sent you another song I need you to do for me. And I'm like, damn, would you calm down? But she's good, and I like her music, so I just have to get in the studio and do it. The drummer I had a little light heart attack. The guy that was going to do the song, so that's what's held me up.
She's a singer?
Yeah, she's a great singer, man. She's writing some great songs. Her songs, she kind of liked on the rocky side. She's 21. She'll be 22 on the 18th, and I promised she'd have her 2 songs before.
Bass, you got to get those bass lines down, right?
Yeah, I got to get them there right away.
How would you describe the music she's singing?
I think it's really good. I mean, it's almost like some of it is. I know she's never heard Janis Joplin, but some of it might be on the Janis Joplin. There's nothing really soft.
Right.
She's banging away, and now I told you she plays bass, so we learn how to communicate on the bass now because she plays upside down too. So I can tell her what to do, but she don't know the notes. Like I try to get her to know the notes, but she know the positions. Like if she say, "Daddy, how do I play B flat C?" and then I might tell her, well, on the A string it's 1 and 3. When I found that, she showed me she knew, notes like that by numbers. And that made it where I could give her all kind of fantastic stuff now.
Right.
And she's learning.
1 7 2
Yeah. 1 7 8 9 2.
Right.
Try that. Right. And she'll do it. Oh, yeah, I see what that is. So she getting, man, it's going to be really good. I know she's going to be good. And if nothing else, I've got a lot of stuff that she can benefit from music-wise. And her name is Tony Green.
Sure.
And one day she was like, Daddy, I'm the real Tony Green. And I was like, now how you wait till I make the name famous and you the real, how the hell you think you the real Tony Green? And she said, because your name ain't even Tony. Which is not, it's Edward Anthony, right? Right? And her name is Tony. She said, and my name is just Tony Green. I said, well, I guess you're right. Yeah, so everybody calls her that when they see it. They tell me, oh, it's the real Tony Green is here. So she likes that.
All right, what are you listening to in your car right now when you go on? Like you're on a satellite radio, you got
cassettes.
CDs?
I got a cassette in the car.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm listening to right now one of the songs I did around the Above the Rim soundtrack on a rapper.
Is it John Singleton?
Yeah, that was a John Singleton. Above the Rim. Yeah. Poetic Justice was John Singleton.
Right.
Above the Rim was Death Row. Really, I mean,
okay.
It was a Death Row sound. Oh, Tupac.
Was it a movie or it wasn't?
It was a movie too. Yeah, okay. Above the Rim was a basketball movie.
Right.
Tupac.
I thought it was Denzel.
Not Denzel, but it was a couple people in there.
All right.
Yeah, that guy that plays Dennis Edwards played David Ruffin on a movie or something though. But yeah, That was what that is. But hey, I tell you what, man, we're gonna come in for the Cannabis this year. I told everybody I want to learn Shaft, the intro to Shaft.
All right.
You know, I used to love Shaft, man. You know,
Right.
You know.
Sure.
We're gonna have fun with that. Man, I know one thing. I got to put my bass in the shop.
Where's the David Geffen Jr. guy? Where's he?
David Ruffin Jr.?
David Ruffin Jr.
He's here. Matter of fact, he just came to town. So that means starting tomorrow, he'll be getting on my nerves.
Right.
But he's here. And then there's Tony, I need your car. You know, he's one of those that you just have to go along with that because our history is too great. But
And you didn't know him that well when you guys went out there.
no, well, I had just met him. They stuck him with me, and he was a crybaby a lot. You know, just a lot of
You're
stuff.
like, I'm not going to make it with this guy.
but what it was, we went in the studio and cut like 8 songs, and they were phenomenal.
And you're like you're brothers for life now, right?
Yeah,
like, there's no
now,
way you can-
yeah,
you're like
no.
trench buddies,
Yeah,
right?
That's my, that's my son. Like, when he performed on the thing, I said, did y'all see my stepson turn it out? You know, I was really proud of him for it. Because he didn't let me know he was getting as much time as he ended up getting, you know. And he really showed up because he was a stage fright, man. For his daddy to be a famous Temptation, he had a hell of a stage fright. You know. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all had me bring my bass because now I see it needs to go to the shop. I had a guy worked on it and he closed. Magic Castle on Woodward closed, and you know he would.
The Magic Bag or the
no, it's down. It's down further.
Okay.
It's maybe like 12 Mile in Woodward, and you know, right across from the cemetery. You know, when you go to the cemetery. And this guy kept my bass.
A music store.
Yeah, it's a music store. And he kept my bass in tip-top shape, man. I don't know how to change string. I never changed strings.
What if you break one on the road or something? You got roadie or something?
Yeah, I got somebody there to put it on because I tried to string up stuff before back in my early days, and I never would get it right. So I learned that I could put it in the shop, and they can they can calibrate it for me because when you got wood, the wood will bend a little, and then they have to straighten it back out.
Sure.
Otherwise, you got a guy sounding like he's out of tune on the show.
Do you got any favorite brands of instruments? Nothing?
No, hell no. Nothing favorite. And these guys shouldn't. I need to start putting some tape over the name. Well, they got me on their website and stuff, you know.
Right, because you're promoting them for free.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Right.
And I don't get the love. I see them send me the bass.
Right.
I bought this one.
I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm playing it to death.
Right.
You know.
What about amps? What kind of amps you like?
I used to love the Ampeg. Was my favorite amp.
Yeah.
And now GK is another one, Gallagher Kruger or something like that. It's you know, but I never really worried about amps much because when I play live, it's going through the system anyway.
Right.
So
any gimmicks like a bass to make it,
no,
like fuzz?
I got a little funk pedal that I can, that wah makes makes a little wah wah type of sound.
Is sustain a thing for bass?
It ain't a sustain. No.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like
that's a pedal. That's a pedal. My brother uses that one.
Okay.
I got 2 brothers that's in the band. My brother on piano.
Okay.
And my brother that's playing guitar.
That's awesome.
And my brother that's playing piano, he's autistic, man. And he's been a guy who's never made a mistake ever.
Autistic, did you say?
Yeah. He never made a mistake ever, man. He's like my favorite brother in the world, man. Just the kindest person you can ever get, and he's got perfect pitch. Wow. He learned how to play. My mother used to sit him in front of the stereo, and he used to just rock like this,
Take it all in.
Yeah, and then one day, somebody was in the basement playing piano, and my mother thought it was me. She's like, Tony, you sound pretty good on that. I was like, that ain't me. And then she thought it was my other brother. It turned out to be the baby down there playing, man.
Wow.
He knows every Motown song. You couldn't name a Motown song that he couldn't play.
Like he just got the catalog.
He just got it all in there, like tweaked to the max. Every little part,
Awesome.
He's very,
by memory,
very
can
good.
do it any time.
He's just it just saves me a lot.
Yeah.
I was trying to get along with other keyboard players. Keyboard players sometimes be very temperamental type of guys. He just makes life so much easier for me.
That's
yeah,
great.
and I mean, just don't make a mistake at all. Tommy, you ain't never heard Ricky make a mistake, have you?
It's great that you got your family with you and that everyone's so talented, right?
Yeah, that really made a difference too, because arguing my mother didn't like that, so I say I know what to do. I'm gonna just start joining,
right?
Let them join me.
That makes a proud mama. I don't know what for everybody.
She's proud around the way. Make the show makes it easier to deal with, So we just lost my parents, both of them during COVID, even though they didn't have COVID. but during that time, so it just kind of even made everybody even
Closer.
even tighter.
That's
yeah.
good because sometimes it doesn't
But
go that
now
way either.
I see now, because I always wondered, well, why me? Why did that happen for me? Because I knew bass players way better than me.
Right.
Should have got my job easy. And I always wondered, well, I was going to be needed later with the family. So I had all the fun in the world. I mean, you see, from 17 with the Dramatics all that time with Snoop and Dre, you know. And now it's staying home. It don't bother me.
It was getting you ready for this.
Yeah.
To be the glue for the family to keep everyone together.
Right, to keep everybody together, and at the same time doing my shows. Like, you know, I got my room is spectacular down at the Russell. My friend Shadow put it together for me. It was just the room was black and white like this, and it just didn't have any. I only got it to have a place to smoke a joint without being beat up.
Right.
That was the initial place, you know, and it was only $650 a month. Mind you, I live in L.A. 18 years. The place where I got now, if it was in L.A., it'd be $2,500 a month. So when they told me $650, I say I'll take it.
Right.
And I just was smoking and smoking and smoking. Then I started getting bored with that, and then I told Shadow to come check it out, and he came and looked. Man, he said, "Oh man, I can do this. I can do this." Man, he's got it. It's like a showroom now, man. It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful.
From helped out at Cannajam.
Yeah. Shadow was
good.
he worked at the Fillmore for like 25 years.
Oh wow.
Doing the same stuff. So my room looks like a baby Fillmore, really. You know, I said, Shadow, you got this looking like the Fillmore. I know what you doing.
That's awesome.
You know, but he's good. So, and we got shows coming up, man. It's got a nice R&B group this on the 22nd, In Flight, and they're a great group. You know,
All right, tell everyone, if anyone's listening or will hear this, where you're going to be and where they can come see road work.
you can always, you can see road work. We're doing a Cannajam this year, too, along with a Hash Bash, so you might just keep your ears closed for that. But you can always catch us with the Hyped Up Live sessions on Facebook or YouTube. And just look at all the groups. And like I said, this is episode 48. I launched a new show now, a Hyped Up Live session, Next Generation, because we got a lot of younger ones because I'm real stern about this show over here, but I created this show where I can be a little looser and, you know, loosen up and let people. And it's been some excellent, a little 7-year-old boy turned it out the other day.
That's awesome.
He came out, did his little hit record he got on TikTok, man. He turned it out.
That's awesome.
He told me, "Thank you, T Green." I was like, "Get out of here, man. You don't even know who T Green is." But it's nice to just see this new talent, man. Sometimes shit, it brings tears to my eyes.
Detroit's got talent. I mean, you may have to check the name, but that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
right?
it's that kind of thing when I was saying Detroit's got talent. Yeah, I don't want to hire Simon Cowher over
Right.
was trying to sue. But, you know, he was smart with it because everybody that was on them shows signed to him. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Went into
you couldn't even do the show
unless you're right.
unless you're signed. So we getting that status.
Sure.
If I catch a couple groups, because it's a guy, this guy Drew Verde, man, was just excellent. And one of the Bass brothers saw him on the show, and now they got him in the studio. And them the guys that had Eminem. So I'm like, I sure hope you remember that, brother.
Maybe
when
you
you
need
get
to
on.
get a label and have people signed to it. You don't manage them, but you own the company and have, you know, those managers
Right.
that,
Yeah.
you know, there's
you get managers to do it.
But that's
Yeah.
like a breeding ground for that to a certain extent.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like a
So,
petri dish,
yeah,
you know.
it is.
Nurture the talent. You got all this, you know, you like sharing it, you know,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, because I got people now, they come in to rehearse before my show. Like, I want to see you rehearse.
Right.
If the show is in 3 weeks, rehearse for 2 weeks. Let me see you rehearsing. So if I don't like something, I can let you know now I don't like it. And these guys are in there rehearsing their ass off, man. They sound good. They look good. It's going to be a great show.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm thankful for it. And I'm thankful for Tommy, Justin, and all the guys that keep it going because all I got is the venue when it come down to it and the name. But like I tell them, ain't nobody going to say Tommy messed up. So would y'all please don't mess up.
I hear you.
They call it Tony Green. T. Green's show was fucked up last night.
Well, if it was probably because of Justin.
Oh, God, don't get him started. He just waiting to quit.
It's here.
Don't mess with Justin, man.
But I will say, I think it's a little odd. We haven't had any technical difficulties, and I wonder if
We usually have
he's
technical
present
difficulties.
here
That's
is the reason.
interesting.
We usually have technical difficulties, which we
Interesting you
easily
say
blame
that.
Tommy for, but tonight it seems to be going on with no. Maybe he's showing off. He's showing off how.
Yeah, he knew I was going to come and he wanted to mess it up. Because then I would be like, oh, just narrow it down to 2 people then messing the show up.
Right.
Yeah, because it's been perfect here. I'm like, man, how does that happen? Yeah, but no, the hype is perfect. You know, we got a glitch or two, but I just changed my internet service. Comcast is horrible. Anybody out there, leave Comcast. They're horrible, man. They a lot of money for a little bit of service. I only use it for the show.
I just listen. My wife just told me you can pay more to get a better power. You know,
Yeah, but I just got a better power from Earthlink or something it's called.
it's working good
And
now.
man, no, I mean I'm just now getting ready to be using it, but there's no muss, no fuss. Way cheaper because I'm paying $269 or something, man.
It's ridiculous.
And all I only use it once a month for those shows.
Right.
Like,
and you need it all for. I mean, but I was just surprised that they sell you on the Comcast whatever package in the internet, and then you can pay more to get the good internet.
give me the good internet right off.
It's insane. Like, what is that shit?
Yeah, give me the good internet right
Yeah.
off. It's like you can pay me to play the bass.
It's true.
Yeah.
Not Comcast anymore.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. They've been bought out all quietly and then, sticking me with the bill. Well, I kept saying I want to get rid of them, and I finally did it today. I was proud of myself.
Some people have a tough time being able to do that. You know what I mean? They will let you quit. Like,
Right,
you know what I mean? Like, they think, you're, I don't know.
I just, look,
there's
I
a South
quit.
Park episode about
I'm going to unplug.
Right.
Unplug it and just plug in the new one. That means I quit.
There's a really funny cartoon where it's like an adult cartoon, but like they go in and try to, not get the packages that they're giving you. Like,
Right.
sorry, that's all you got. Oh, why don't you go to another cable? Oh, there aren't any. Oh, too bad.
Right.
Like, what are you gonna do? You got nothing. Just like running the show. But it's good that you found it.
Man, I couldn't wait. And I can't wait to see how it works, though. That's the other thing. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be able to cut it on Monday.
All right.
They send in the modem. I'm going to take it and plug it in. That's all I got to do.
All right. We'll expect.
But we'll see what
No
happens.
glitch.
I'm telling you, man.
Glitch-free.
And I told them, they said, oh, yeah, well, this would be so much better for you. And the speed is immediately, it's so fast. So we'll see.
right.
Otherwise,
He wanting to maybe call him.
yeah, otherwise I'll be going back to Comcast.
Right. Well,
Anyway, something happened.
just like the Dramatics, you didn't go back to them.
No, I
We'll
didn't.
see,
Did
we'll
I?
see
Yeah.
how it holds up.
Comcast, like, you'll be coming back.
Right.
Watch. Yeah, hopefully not.
Maybe this new one will be like the Dr. Dre of cable or whatever.
That would be good. Earthlink, because all I needed, she said, how often do you use it? I said, all I needed is for 2 shows for 2 hours. Each show is 2 hours long. That's it. I won't even need it no other time. I don't need it for TV or nothing else. So I shouldn't have been paying $269 for that. This service is $89. So
All right.
we'll see.
Listen, you've been more than generous with your time. We're a little over. I mean, I don't know. You
This has
stayed
been
longer.
great.
It's
I had a
great.
nice time,
We
though,
got to
man.
get. I could go on for hours. I
I'm
love talking.
Komorn Law. I'm built into the company with the
Oh,
commercial.
you are.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and I, without offending anybody, I think you guys stole the show at Cannajam. Seriously.
All right,
it
thanks,
was, it was
Chief.
the perfect. It's the combination of it, like
great.
Yeah,
It was.
I seen people really liking it. They started
yeah.
coming from out of the woods
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit. I looked up and it was a lot of people, especially when by the time I called the girl on,
Yes.
they really enjoyed
Yes.
her. So yeah, we had it. We'll do it again
You
this
got
time.
the anthem. The anthem.
Yeah, right.
Perfect for that.
Yeah, we coming back with it, man. We got it. We got all the smoke songs.
Yeah.
Thanks to Messy J and Codini. Those are the guys in the band that come up with all of the good old funk smoke songs.
Thank goodness we can celebrate
Smoking.
and singing those songs while we're smoking. in
Right,
public,
yeah, you
Like,
can
it's good
actually
it all
sing
came
along
together,
with it,
right?
right, yeah.
Those would have been taboo a few years back.
Right.
I know. But, all right, this has been fantastic. T-Money Green,
Well, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Roadwork, Cannajam, live
2022.
2022.
It's gonna be great.
All right, we're calling it right there. Thanks for listening. Planet Green Trees, episode 552. We'll talk to you next time. All right.
The Planet Green Trees Show.
When you're charged with a crime, you need a real attorney. And here's just a few reasons why. The police, the courts, the labs, the drug tests, probation, the judges, the jails, the prisons, and the entire system is just one big machine. They have one objective. Take your freedom, take your possessions, take your money, take your children, control your life, and destroy your future. You only get one chance to hire the right attorney. One that will stay in your corner, fight for your rights, one that will fight for your freedom. Choose an attorney that's experienced in fighting the justice machine. Attorney Michael Komorn. Knockout victories one case at a time. Komorn Law. Google it. komornlaw.com.
Join the Michigan Medical Marijuana Association today. MichiganMedicalMarijuana.org. The MMMA is focused on the well-being and safety of medical marijuana patients. The MMMA site provides the most comprehensive and up-to-date news on legal issues, politics, research, cultivation, as well as the various strange products and methods of cannabis use. Come join the discussion with the most knowledgeable and passionate advocates in Michigan today. MichiganMedicalMarijuana.org. Join the Michigan Medical Marijuana Association today. MichiganMedicalMarijuana.org. The MMMA is focused on the well-being and safety of medical marijuana patients. The MMMA site provides the most comprehensive and up-to-date news on legal issues, politics, research, cultivation, as well as the various strange products and methods of cannabis use. Come join the discussion with the most knowledgeable and passionate advocates in Michigan today. MichiganMedicalMarijuana.org.
Hi, I'm attorney Michael Komorn of Komorn Law PLC, and you are watching Planet Green Trees.
The Planet Green Trees Show.
Join the Michigan Medical Marijuana Association today. MichiganMedicalMarijuana.org. The MMMA is focused on the well-being and safety of medical marijuana patients. The MMMA site provides the most comprehensive and up-to-date news on legal issues, politics, research, cultivation, as well as the various strange products and methods of cannabis use. Come join the discussion with the most knowledgeable and passionate advocates in Michigan today. MichiganMedicalMarijuana.org.
Before you plead, call me attorney Michael Komorn.
An important and historical farm crop in American agriculture is returned after having been classified as a controlled substance and illegal. On December 20th, 2018, the President signed the Farm Bill, also known as the Agriculture Improvement Act of 2018, into law. The signing of the act was great news for the hemp industry, which amended the definition of marijuana in the Federal Controlled Substances Act. Hemp is now defined as the plant, Cannabis sativa L, and any part of the plant, growing or not, with less than 0.3% THC concentration on a dry basis. The plant itself is no longer a controlled substance. Hemp is one of the most versatile plants on earth. From clothing, fiber, paper, building materials, hempcrete, biofuels, CBD, and medical uses, it has been a part of America's industry for over 200 years. Even the United States Constitution was drafted on hemp paper. The time is now. If you're thinking of getting in the farming or processing of hemp, contact our global experts, legal, and consultation teams to make sure that you're on the right road when you venture into the new hemp industrial revolution. Michigan Hemp Industries has been a leader and advocate for the return of the hemp industry, so come be a part of the new revolution in agriculture in Michigan.
I am Earl from G3 Cannabis Therapy Network, and you are watching Planet Green Trees, the original and #1 podcast in Michigan for all things cannabis and legal news.